Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us here with Silveso. And we have our favorite, our favorite guests, Mr. Lemo and Bob Patra. So today we were we were thinking of a to share with you all. Well, first of all, before we even talk about today's topic, I'd like to say thank you so much for subscribing to the show. If you have not yet subscribed, please remember to subscribe, like, and share it with family and friends. We are now more than 500, so thank you so much for the love. Yes, Mr. Level, we're getting there. As we were thinking of topics, well, one topic that came to our minds was names. You know, names is it's a huge it's a huge topic because it grows with someone, right? So if you know, if you give your child a funny name, unfortunately that name will follow with, you know, they'll go with that name in adult life unless if they decide to change it. So we decided to think of names from the Lozi side and the Sotho side to see if it's going to be like a mini game. So we'll start ladies first to say a name, Lozi name, gender given to a lady or a man, a girl, a boy, and Mr. Lemo is going to try and guess. And also when it's his side, we're going to try and guess what that name means. So make sure you have your papers and pen in case you're expecting, or maybe later on, you know, there are beautiful names from both sides that you can your niece, your nephew, who knows? So I'm excited. Mr. Lemo, what do you think? First of all, I'm sure you want to say hello.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me here once again. I enjoy being here. I enjoy, you know, us sharing our different, should I say, things that are very unique from our, you know, respective cultures. And at the same time, the fact that Lozi and Sotho are very closely related makes me even more happy, you know, to come to share this knowledge. Who knows, we're helping someone out there, you know, trying to figure out the two things together and seeing, okay, maybe we come from here, maybe this, maybe that. So this is very interesting. This is very interesting. Thank you for inviting me once again.
Thank you so much for always finding the time to accept our invites. Patra, you want to say your introduction?
Yes, please allow me to greet everyone. Excited to see our dearest Mr. Lemo. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much. Thank you. How are you doing?
Oh, we are blessed. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you.
Oh, and hello to all our viewers. We love you all the time. Thank you for your support.
Okay. So now let's start with ladies first. We're going to start with Lozi names. So what Patra is going to say a name, if that name is given to a girl child or a boy child, and Mr. Lemo is going to try and guess what that name means. And we'll see what the similarities are. And if he doesn't know, Mr. Lemo, feel free to say pass. I don't know that name. I'm going to explain what that name is. So our both ladies, men out there, make sure you have your pens and papers. Well, Patra, are you ready?
Very much ready.
Okay. What's the first name on the list?
Oh, the first name is Lilato. Do you have Lilato in South Africa?
Lelato.
Lilato, yes.
It sounds familiar. First of all, I would assume that it means love. And if it means love, we have a similar name in South Africa. However, we call it Lerato.
Okay.
Oh, Lerato.
Did you get that one right?
Oh, yes, yes.
Wow.
We're on the same page.
Okay, so Lilato, is that even can a boy have Lilato name?
Yes, it's for both actually. It's for both.
Okay, the second?
Oh, the second one, we have
and Mr. Lam, I think you can also share the names so the viewers can see the names that we're actually talking about.
Okay, just give me a second. Okay, while we continue, it will just,
Okay.
it will just come now.
The second one is Tabo.
Tabo.
With spelled as T-A-B-O.
T-A-B-O. We probably have a similar name in South Africa for Tabo. However, our emphasis is now on that one supposed to mean happy. And if it means happy, then yes. Then in South Africa, it's Tabo. Thank you. In South Africa, it's Tabo, but with an H. T-H.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
because of Ta.
That's great. The team always is to us.
Yes, no, it's to us.
Oh, okay. The other one, the third one, Tumelo.
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 Tumelo, it's faith.
Wow, wonderful.
And if that's the one, let me see how you write yours. Just let me share the screen. I'm trying to share the screen here.
So is Tumelo both genders?
You know, these days, like all the names you can, it's for both, actually, it's for both.
Okay.
Tumelo, it can, for us, Tumelo, it can be for both.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But oftentimes it is used, I don't know if, can you see my screen?
Yes, yes. Okay.
Yes. So I said, for this one, I said in South Africa, we write it as Lerato. This one, we write it as Tabo. Tumelo, the same. It's written the same.
The same, okay.
Oh, that's good. Then there is the Tewuho.
And yeah, and Tumelo can also be for both. However, oftentimes it is used for males.
Just like us, same.
Yes.
The next one is the Tebuho. I don't know whether you have Tebuho.
Now with this one, Teboho, we have, if this one means what I think it means like to give thanks. and if it's that one, then for us we write it like this.
Oh, okay. B and O, not a U. Okay.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Okay. And then what's the next one?
The next one is Mazivuko or Mazivuho.
Now with this one, it is not Sotho per se.
Okay.
And it has a different meaning of which I'm not very much familiar with it. We find this name mainly in, for us in Xhosa and Zulus. However, you do not know meaning or similarity in Sesotho.
But what's the meaning from your end?
Would you know?
I would assume, because it's one of those names that in Sesotho I believe would say Lerehelwa, which is more like a name that you are given. It was maybe your grandfather's name, so you are given that name or something. So most of the time, those kind of names, they don't have a meaning per se, but they are more like clan-based.
Okay. Oh, okay. But in Lozi, it's the first fruit of the womb, like the firstborn.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, yes, yes. Then we have Likezo.
Okay, with this one, Likezo. Okay. I think this is act.
Ah,
As in
Likezo
like,
Zamulena.
yes, as in like Acts of the Apostles or something. I
What?
think this is act. And in Sesotho will say, depending now, of which is something that I will talk about. We'll say,
Poliketso. Ah,
Mm.
we'll say, however, this in Sesotho still take the sound of a D. We don't, in Sesotho, once something is Li or Lu, it's pronounced as Di or Du.
okay.
Wow. Wow. That's great. The next one, Liseli.
This one is very easy.
I think we gave you the easiest names. This one is very easy.
This one is very easy.
Oh,
This one now, it's light, which
mm.
means it means light. And in Sesotho we say lesedi, as you said. But remember, as the emphasis of Li, won't say li, we'll say D.
I think we have been very generous. Let me give you a hard name now. Muhau or Muhau Wamulena.
Okay. I think also this one, it might, this is how we write it, which
Ah,
means messy.
oh, messy.
It's almost, it's the same actually, Grace, Messi.
Or grace. Grace.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Another one, this one I think it's difficult. Nawa.
Nawa.
Yes.
For us, this name, you do not give it to a person. It's a name of it's a bin,
Oh,
like a bin.
oh, Manawa.
Manawa.
Yes.
Us is Manawa.
For us, this one will mean bin, but I know that I'm wrong. So with this one, what does it mean?
Now I say good company.
Oh, good company.
Yes, it's a good company now.
Okay, okay,
But
okay.
now it's beans, even us it's beans.
Perfect.
Yes. Then we have Manyando.
Mañando. No.
No.
Manyando, no. It means suffering.
Oh.
Yes, yes, yes. Then we have Limpo.
I think with this one, hold on to it. This one, Dimpo for us now, I think is the same. We write it like this or like this, depending on where you're coming from, which means gifts. And it is usually, it can be both, but it is usually given to a female.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. And what's the meaning? Did you say the meaning?
Gifts.
You can't guess?
The meaning is gifts.
Gifts.
Oh, yes, yes. Blessings, yes, it's the same. Then the last one, let me not. The last one, Sepiso. Do you have Sepiso?
This is how we write it. Or with the something like this is supposed to be on top of an S. That thought, that thingy, that accent. And I think this means promise.
Oh yes, yes. You got everything right. So make sure even us you should give us simple names, not hard names.
Well, let's find out. Yep. So, but yeah, this as I said, these names, they similar in Sesotho, and they mean more or less the same thing that they mean in Lozi. And I think even whom they're given to, I would assume that it's more or less similar. Like Lerato is it can be for both. Tabo, it's mainly for male. Tumelo, it's both for us, but often it is given to a male. Teboho is for both. However, it's mainly given for male because there is also a little bit of a female version of it. However, it can still be given to both. Diketo is very feminine for us. Lesedi is also very feminine. Mohau, it's both. Manyando, I think that one is one of those names that are very significant in a sense that they are given based on the circumstances. I don't know, you can correct me. Based on the circumstances,
Oh yes.
then a person then is given that name. And Dimpo, it's more like a Thanksgiving, and it's often given to both, but it's more to females. Tsepiso to both.
Okay. Well, no, I'm looking forward to hearing the names that you have for us.
Let's find out. Now, here's the Sesotho names.
Oh, wow.
Yes, I had to start with my own name. Because I think I've told you the meaning.
You know, this is one of those situations if it's like quiet and then there are crickets because we don't really know. Have you ever heard of the name in Lozi? Do we have? No.
No. Not to my knowledge.
Okay. The name, it means to stay alert, to beware, to take note, something like that.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you have a similar name in Lozi.
Do we have a similar name? Stay alert.
I need
to think about it. I'm even looking at the second one.
You know, like
second one is Lebohang, which oftentimes people mistake my name to this second one because the most familiar one is the second one, not the first one.
Okay. Lebohang. So is it we must stay alert? What?
Nope.
Oh my God, these names are. What does it mean?
Now, Lebohang, it means
give thanks.
Give thanks or be thankful. I don't know if you have a similar name in Lozi. Do you have a similar name in Lozi?
As is Quitumela.
Oh.
Very different from the pronunciation is very. Very different. With Tumela.
Okay. Yep.
I need to come to South Africa.
Oh, how do you pronounce the third one?
Now let's come to the third one. Can you just try to pronounce it?
Maybe I can pronounce it in Lozi. The Tohonolo. In Lozi. Got it.
You know, right now, say Noto. You know what Noto is?
What?
Noto.
No.
Or maybe I didn't pronounce it properly. Did I pronounce it well?
Oh, yes, you did.
Okay,
It's
so
not-
meaning zero.
Noto. Yes. Yes. Actually, you pronounce it the right way.
Yeah.
You pronounced it the right way.
Oh, okay.
Mhm. So the meaning is
The meaning of Lihlohonolo, it means
lucky.
yeah.
Got it also.
In Lozi also.
Yes.
Okay, let me write it down. Lucky. I need to change the font. What is lucky? Yes. And then what about the fourth one?
Ah,
Kateho. Is that how you pronounce it? Kateho.
Very similar.
what's tired in Lozi? Oh, Katela.
Kata.
No.
Kateho.
Okay. What is it? What does it mean?
Can you take a guess first?
Yeah, I was thinking that like tired, no, but it's probably something totally different. Ah, success?
Give us a leakage.
That's a leakage. It's a success.
Oh,
Okay. Interesting. Yeah, this one is going to be hard to pronounce.
I think so too. Now,
Pronounce
the reason why there are two different spellings there, it's because like I said, those one depends on where you're coming from. So can you take
yes.
a guess?
Okay. You bet Siwe. How do you pronounce it?
No, Keabetswe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. With an R, but it starts with an R. Okay, interesting.
Oh, sorry. This one is Reabetswe. Sorry, not Ke.
Okay,
There's
okay.
Keabetswe and there's Reabetswe. Ke is more like a when it's Ke, when it's Keabetswe, it's more singular because of Ke. But when it's Re, it's more plural.
Okay. So what does it mean?
Reabetswe, it's more like, you know, when you are being given something or shared something, more like let's say there's a portion of your inheritance or something, or God has really blessed you that much that you say Reabetswe, whatever.
Oh, Luavezwi. Okay, in Lozi, see? Luavezwi.
You know, ways.
You got it?
I think it's more or less similar. If it means
Oh,
yes,
yes.
if it means the same thing, then
Luavezwi.
yes.
We are also doing fine here.
Quite frankly, you're doing very well.
Oh, that's
Oh,
good.
Okay.
The fourth one. The sixth one, I mean.
Swaki.
Oh. But I'm sure she doesn't know what the meaning is.
Swaki.
Oh, you know?
Swaki is like, how do I say it? Like fridge in Lozi.
Fridge.
It's
Like
something whereby, yes, like a calabash sort of, whereby when you put water, it gets cold.
No.
Swaki. Yes.
For us now, this name doesn't have more like okay, it does, but its usefulness come from its function rather than its meaning.
okay.
It's
Oh,
more
okay.
of a female name whereby, let's say Bopatra has been having have 6 children, and so
Okay.
far, or let's say 7, and the first 3 are boys, right? And then finally the 4th one, she gets a female. Then usually that child will be named Mtswaki because it's now the
Oh,
one that is mixing.
Okay.
sorry, we lost it.
Yeah.
No, I'm cheering you on. Maybe the next one you're going to get the next one.
I don't think so.
Yeah. You'll
Koso.
get, most probably you'll get this one. You're supposed to get this one.
Koso.
Koso. Is it like
Yes.
Koso? No.
It is Koso. She's asking.
No, you can't ask me. You have to give me an answer.
Koso.
Koso.
Do you have to guess?
She has guessed Koso.
No, but what's the meaning?
Koso is peace.
See?
Eh?
I need to get at least that. Yeah, 10 out of 10 for that.
Yes, Kozo means peace.
Wow.
So
Even this one, like I was saying, like all these others that have different spelling but meaning the same thing. It depends
Mhm.
where you're coming from.
And for us, it's just Kozo.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now,
Then Ritumezi, right?
Luitumez.
Ritumezi, Shang.
Luitumez Bolemo.
okay. So you would say it means to?
Give thanks. Thank
Oh,
you.
yes. or show appreciation.
You show up. Yes, yes. Oh, and I can, nice. I can even see the next one, the towel.
Oh, okay. Now that one I've put 3 varieties there, which more has the same, more like the same root, or rather in the same semantics, but depending on the thingy. So there I have to be a little bit hard. You have to give me all 3 of them.
Towel, happy.
Tavani, Tabiso. Tabiso.
Oh, happiness.
Tavan, hey, let's be happy.
So happy. Oh, you've already put happiness.
It's all the same.
Happy, it's the same. Happiness. No?
Tavan, like you, let's be happy.
That which makes happy. Oh, okay.
Well, that's more like a straight translation.
Okay. Okay. Do we have Selo? No.
My son's friend is Selo, but I don't know. Selo, like the Selo? No.
No.
What's liselo?
Liselo is something like a dish, a traditional dish, something like that.
No.
No.
Selo.
Oh, cry.
Yes.
Kulila.
Kulila.
I'm saying no for us, cry.
Well, even us, we have hola, but hola is an act.
Okay.
Silo, as much as it's something
Oh,
that,
selo. Oh, in Lozi we have sililo.
yes,
Eh, sililo.
which is now a name of a person, also depending on the circumstances.
Okay. Wow. Last but not the least, I hope I get this one right. And with the look of face, I don't think we. How do you pronounce it?
Totleho. Totleho.
Yeah.
Tebo, huh? No.
I know this one in Lozi.
It's what in
What is it in Lozi? Oh, manyan. Oh.
It means suffering.
Oh.
Okay. That's good.
Wow, that's
We can't
really.
get lost in South Africa.
Remember when we were here, I said, you better remember this one.
Yes, you even gave us a clue. Oh, wow.
So
I'll
yes.
write those notes for my grandchild.
No, thank you so much, Mr. Lemo. It's always fun having you around. Do you have any last pointers for the viewers?
I would just like to say that it is very important to to know our names, where they are coming from, because especially for us Africans, names are very important. We don't just name people for the sake of naming them. Oftentimes it's because of our wish, our promise, our circumstances, and sometimes it's because we are trying to honor the memory of our grandparents or all those by giving their names and making their spirit lives in that person. Hence, some names you'll find in Sesotho, it's called Lerehelwa, meaning it's not actually your name, it's a name of your deceased grandparent. So we're giving you that name. You have to carry on with that name. And oftentimes, those with those kind of names, you cannot call them by their first name because you have to respect not them, but the owner of the name. So this shows how deep the whole thing of names run, especially in the African cultures. Names are very important and they point something very significant in us. And we are proud to have our own names. I mean, I've never, I mean, no offense to those who have English names, but I've never had someone, really an African, who's proud to say, hey, my name is David. I'm proud to be David. Like, but if you come with your real name, even for example, I know when some of my studies, when we were doing something, we're like, in Africa, when you are visiting a culture, to show that they've welcomed you properly, they give you a name. This has to show how important the name is. And they won't give you an English name or something. They will give you a name in their culture that marks a significant event or incident. I remember we have this priest who's now a bishop. His name is Stephen Brislin, but his Sotho name was Motlalipula, which means the one who comes with rain. And because it marked a significant event. So names, I don't know, but as much as I can say for all African cultures, maybe others can say, no, don't speak on behalf of us, but I'm an African. But for us, names are very important. Names are very important.
That reminds me, when you talked about being given a name, when I was actually, when my husband was, when we were getting married, his parents, his side of the family, they gave me a Nigerian name, Aduke. We loved, it's a pet name. So it's interesting that, I think, yeah, as you said, it's almost like an African thing. Africans who come together to say, hey, maybe we're going to give you a name in my culture that means similar to what your name is, or just to appreciate you, to see that, to make sure you feel loved.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Yeah, integration into that culture.
Of course, of course. So it's very important to show that we have similarities in names. Yeah, they may have different spelling, different pronunciation, but their similarities and their meaning is very important and shows that significant thing on our both our cultures and how closely related these two cultures are.
Okay. Any last words?
I just wanted to say that God bless all our viewers. Enjoy your week, Mr. Lemo. We can't wait again to have another show with you.
Of course, of
Always
course.
our pleasure.
Yes.
Okay,
So
so this is the part where I need to say goodbye, but this is the part where we have to say goodbye, viewers. Please do not forget to subscribe to the channel. If you have not subscribed, share it with family and friends. And would like to hear from you. If, let's say, you're from West Africa, East Africa, Central Africa, the North, would like to hear what's peace in your culture, what's peace in your language, what's Thanksgiving, what names do you give your loved ones, your children? Would like to hear from you. Please send me an email at silveso.kende@gmail.com. Here it is, silveso.kende@gmail.com. Apart from that, I'd also like to hear if you have topics. What would you like Mr. Lemo and Patra to share with us? So make sure you also send your suggestions to the email that is silveso.kende@gmail.com. I can't wait to talk to you. Till next time, God bless. Oh, thank you for putting that. Yes, silveso.kende@gmail.com. Thank you, everyone. Have a nice week. Bye.
bye.
Eh,